Hello guys, this is Royal69501 and welcome to my channel. Well, the comic that I'm gonna display, I don't know if I ever displayed it before. If I did, I don't remember at all. Nope. But some of you might be happy when you see it, and some of you might go like, eh. But in my case, I enjoyed the movie back then. And I don't know when I bought this comic book. I don't remember buying it that year. So, but I got it in my hand. So, and I'm talking about from 1989, Batman. A DC movie special. This is the movie adaptation into the comic book of Batman, done by Dennis O'Neil, Jerry Orway, and Steve Olive. Check that out. Awesome, huh? And also we got the bat signal back then. I remember seeing that bat signal, the bat signal, everywhere. I'm talking about purse, t-shirts, hats. Well, it was mainly more t-shirt than anything else. The yellow bat emblem. It was a big thing. It was a big thing back then in 1989. Oh, it was a big thing back then. Well, this video is I'm gonna give you my thoughts and review about the half of the comics that I read from all the 3D covers. So I'm gonna give you my thoughts about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that I read so far. So I'm gonna put this thing here to get things set up. Stay there. Okay. Before you start reading this, before anything else, you gotta read Forever Evil #1. You see, that's the thing. After that issue is ended, it's like when you start to mess around with the ant hill, and all the ants start to come up crazy. Well, that's what happened with that issue. After that issue is ended, is when all this breaks loose. All the ants, they are running around all over the place. So basically, that's what it is, because each one of these books is connected to the Forever Evil. Whether it's big or little, they are connected. So before you start reading this, read Forever Evil. So when you can understand why some of the bad guys do what they do. Because most of the books, at least the first stack that I read, basically they're all origin stories. Some of them, they are really origin, and the other one, they are like kind of like with a flavorish, a little bit of flavor of origin. And some of them, well, they are not at all. So in a way, it's connected. Maybe a little bit, but it's connected. And some of these books are not connected to the main storylines or some of these books that I'm reading. Like in this case, I read Detective Comics, but Poison Ivy, she's not on Detective Comics. She was on Suicide Squad, which eventually she left, and I have no idea where she's at or what she's doing. So I'm going to start with Poison Ivy. Check out this cover. Look at that. Awesome, huh? Well, basically this is an origin of Poison Ivy. And you get to see her walking by the city, or on the city of Gotham City, taking care of plants, because the plants, they are like her babies. So, well, she takes care of her plants. That's it. And you get to see why she's the way she is, and basically it's more like also, like if you're a new reader for the New 52, and you're kind of wondering who is Poison Ivy, well, that comic book gives you a little bit of a background. Also, it gives you a little bit of knowledge to understand a little bit about Poison Ivy. That's about it. That's it. And it was a good story. It wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't the bad either. So for me, that's a 4 out of 5. Next one is Justice League America. Yeah, right. Deadshot. Check that out. Well, Deadshot. All I discovered, you see the bullets kind of like going towards you. Awesome color. I like it. This is a nice color. Well, Deadshot. The origin about Deadshot is you get to see him when he was a kid, and since he was a kid, he likes to shoot things. So since he was a kid, he was a natural marksman. Where he puts the eye, he puts the bullets. Yep. And you get to see a little bit of his growing up. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it, because I know that some of you haven't read it or haven't got it yet, so I don't want to just tell you what it's about. And basically that's the origin of Deadshot. If you like Deadshot, then you know you can always you can go and get the comic book. Now, if you're not a Deadshot fan, then you don't need to. Well, in my case, I bought all the books because I read all the titles that they are linked to the criticals. So I know. But what can I say? I also have to say that all the comic books, as far as I know so far, all been really fast reading. So it's been really easy reading. And I have to say that before I continue, that this event, the way that they set up, the way that they set this thing up, start with the Trinity Wars. And after the Trinity Wars, we got Forever Evil. And then after that, or after the first issue finished, then we got this. So it's kind of connected, because the way I see it, and a friend of mine told me that the Trinity Wars is not finished yet. So I would say that Deadshot is 4 out of 5. Next one is the Joker. Check this out. Check this out. Awesome. Okay. Well, the Joker. Well, I have to say that besides that the cover is great, for me, it was not what I was expecting at all. It was not what I was expecting. I mean, I'm not saying or implying that I was expecting to see the Joker from Death of a Family, because I know it's not. But the story goes way back. I mean, I would say we're going to take that as a timeline. I would say it goes way before the New 52. Way before that. Overall, you get to see his life. When he was a kid, he was raised by his aunt. But since he was a kid, he was a little bit not too good. From upstairs, he was like, eh. And then, and his pet monkey, well, actually pet gorilla. But the thing about the gorilla is that the Joker, he always wanted to be a father. That's it. I believe I'm not spoiling anything. I'm not spoiling anything at all. He just wanted to be a father. So since he doesn't have a girlfriend, so he decided to adopt a baby monkey, which happens to be a gorilla. That's it. So it's all back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Story-wise, it was okay. I'm going to be honest with you. It was an okay story. That's it. It was an okay story. Because it's not much to talk about the Joker that we already don't know. So, well, for me, it's a 3 out of 5. Sorry to say, but hey, I say, Yeah. Truck passing by. So the Joker for me is a 3 out of 5. I enjoy the story, yes, but for me it was a 3 out of 5. Yeah. Next one is Superman Bizarro. Check this out. You know, this is the comic book that it was not on my pull list, but when I was doing line to pay up my comic books, I felt something like calling me, like saying something like "come to me," and that was Bizarro. Then I looked back and I saw that cover, and since it's 3D, I saw Bizarro's hands saying like "come to me." So I know I'm weak. so so Bizarro. Well, basically, well, like I say, it's another origin story. But that origin story, specifically, that comic book, it was kind of strange story, kind of weird. In a sense that, well, it is and it is not about Bizarro. If that makes any sense. At least that's how, what I got by reading the book. Hey, maybe I'm mistaken. If I am, please correct me. So what I mean that it is and it is not, it means that, well, it's kind of, okay, we get to see Lex Luthor experimenting with cloning, injecting some kind of serum made out of blood of Superman to some guy. Though that guy turned out to be, well, like a giant blob, which eventually, well, it didn't work out. So it's kind of like the story is telling you the early stages of that type of experiment that Lex Luthor was doing to create Bizarro. That's it. And I like the end of it. The end of that comic book, which I'm not going to tell you, it was interesting. I was like, okay, it is or it is not. Maybe on some other video, maybe I will let you know. Maybe once that you read Forever Evil, Forever Evil issue number 1, and you read this one, the last page, you might understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So that one, I would say that's a 4 out of 5. It was good. Next one is Darkseid. Check this out. Awesome cover. Look at that. Yeah. And also what is cool of it, that even the back of the comic book is also 3D. But the future, this new Batman game looks good though. Well, anyway, back to the comic book. Darkseid. Well, basically this is the story literally about Darkseid. We all wonder who Darkseid was, and what made Darkseid become Darkseid. Well, we get to find out there. We also get to find out how Darkseid got into okay, remember on issue number 1 of Justice League, I think it was issue number 1? Or issue number 2, when suddenly Darkseid just shows up and we don't know how he got there or why. But the thing is that he got there because he was I mean, I like that comic book because it tells you how Darkseid got into our universe on the first couple of issues of Justice League, on the New 52. It tells you right there how he got here. Because on the beginning of that story, you see Darkseid. I think it was issue number 2 or issue number 3. One of those 3 issues. Anyway, we get to see Darkseid fighting against the Justice League because he wants to take over the world, and that's how our superheroes got to meet each other and form the Justice League and finally beat and send back to Apocalypse Darkseid. Well, there in that comic book it tells you how he got here in the first place. And the funny is how he got here, because he has like there's like some kind of like a pet or something. It's kind of obnoxious, kind of like a humanoid pain in the ass pet that thing was trying to okay, it reminds me of Mixipix. That small green that shows up every 30 days, I think it is, on the Superman world, or every 60 days, Mixipedic. Well, kind of like that. It's kind of like a pain in the ass. So I don't want to spoil it, but that comic book, it tells you how he ended up on the comic books of Justice League 1, 2, or 3, and the first confrontation with the Justice League, as we know on the comic book. So for me, that was because it answered my question. So it was a really good story. I really like it. So for me, that one is like a 4.5 out of 5. Read it. If you're not thinking, get it, get it. If you're reading Justice League from the beginning and you want to know how he got here to our universe, kind of, well, that comic book will answer your question. It was really fun. Next one is Flash Rod. Check that out. Awesome, huh? Well, this is the only one so far, or at least the one I already read, that is connected with the title. In this case, we got Rod and we got Flash. So, since we know Rod and Flash, they are buddies. Kind of. So there was a story arc about Rod. So, yeah, that comic book, that issue is the feud that really connects with the main storyline, which is, like I said, the storyline with the Rod. What was the name of it? Forgot the name of that story. Anyway, so the thing is that when you read that story arc, Grodd versus Flash and Flash versus Grodd, and Grodd has that Speed Force, and he wants to do this and he wants to do that. So we get to see the world of Grodd, the other members of the gorilla race, big city, yeah, kind of. So, but the thing is that the population, the gorilla population, they want to live side by side with the humans. They want to become friends with humans. They don't want no conflict. They don't want no war. They just want to live together, and everybody gets along with everybody, which is fine. I mean, we all want that, except one, Rod. Rod doesn't believe to have buddies and friends here and friends there. No, he believes that the gorilla, they are above human race. That's it. And he doesn't believe having friends, or buddies, or having coffee together, or going to the movies. No. He wants to be in war with the humans. He wants to wipe out the human race because Rod has arrived. You know, he has that attitude, like, well, I'm Grodd. And just because I'm Grodd, I'm better than you, so get out of here, because I'm here now. So that's kind of the attitude of Grodd had. And also you get to see the plans that the Grodd had before the story arc of the Flash. You get to see the city, what was his plan if he actually won the fight of that story arc, because on the story arc on the Flash books, oh well, Grodd, well, he lost. So, well, it's kind of like give you like a vision, kind of like to see what Grodd is about. Kind of like a feedback, maybe, I guess you can call it. Well, it give you information to understand a little bit more about Grodd. That's it. And his plans, what he had. And why Grodd is, well, Grodd. That's it. Grodd is Grodd because, well, he's Grodd. That's it. There's no more to say. Overall, it was good. It was a fun story. It wasn't bad. Well, it wasn't that great. But to dedicate a book, a full book, to dedicate a whole book on Grodd, I would choose some other bad guy. I mean, I'm gonna say that Grodd isn't that bad. I mean, he is bad, but he's not that bad as a bad guy. Although he's a bad guy. Yeah, make any sense. So I would use some other bad guy. on that book. I would not use blood. I mean, blood, yeah, well, blood, well, it's blood, that's it. Fine. It's a blood that talks, and fights everybody. Now, the blood that I used to like was the one on the Justice League TV show. Now, that was a fun blood. Oh, yeah. Kind of like a version of Lex Luthor, but in a monkey suit. Kind of. So this blood, well, like I said before, it gives you an idea. But in my case, I will not use blood. Maybe I might use some other blood. But since the New 52 has been only 2 years old, so I guess they kind of put a bad guy that we don't know yet. So it's kind of like limited to choose what bad guy they should use. So I will give blood a 4 point out of 5. So far, let's see now here. Yep. So that's a 4. It's a 4. What did I say? 4? Yeah, 4 out of 5. Well, guys, this is it. I hope that you like the video. So this is the part 1 of this whole stack of 3D covers. So as soon as I finish reading the other half of the stack, then we'll make a video about it. Well, guys, this is it. I hope that you like the video. See you later. Bye.